Hi, welcome back to the Honorary Latina. I had a wonderful St. Patty's Day, and I woke up this morning a little bit hungover, and I thought I would go on to Facebook. I haven't been on there in a while, and I noticed that I came across a group somebody added me to, and it was interesting because I have all these royal friends, and I really didn't know that royals still exist. I mean, other than Lady Di, I didn't really care about the royal family. So back in the day, let's put this in proper perspective. The first time I ever really acknowledged my understanding about royals is through her, and a lot of the humanitarian work she did, her fashion, which was like always in the newspapers, and she was just absolutely stunning and angelic. And then she had two wonderful boys, and the first boy, the one that looked like her, was named William. And shortly after she had him, I had a baby boy and was looking for a name that went well with Sutton. So I named my son William after little Prince William, and he kind of even looks like him too, except cuter because it's my son. Anyway, and I thought William would go good with Sutton because it's a nice Anglo-Saxon name. Of course, you know, I have a Charles, but I didn't name him after Prince Charles because I just didn't really care for him that much, especially after he cheated on Lady Di. So we put that behind us, and of course she had passed away in a horrible, tragic accident along with Princess Grace. Anyway, royals don't simply divorce, they just have car accidents. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, so now we are looking in the media, and somebody had mentioned the Obamas as royal family, and I'm thinking, literally, please, if you guys consider these royals, it's like considering the Bush family royals, and honestly, they're not royals. The true meaning of a royal is somebody that isn't really the bloodlines of one. It's somebody like Kate. She's absolutely amazing. She's a lot like Lady Diana. She's just beautiful and stunning and perfect in every way. And simply the reason why these men have to marry outside the royal bloodlines is so they can find these beautiful, classy women. Anyway, I simply want to redefine the term royal. Sometimes people think I'm a royal. In fact, I'm sure that if somebody from the royal family was to give me a title, they would probably call me a royal pain in the ass. We mean that in a lovely way, don't we? So, simply put, and all ego aside, it is not our humanitarian efforts that gives us a royal name or a good deeds or anything, or even our bloodlines. It's who we are inside, and that's what we really loved about Lady Diana is we could see inside this woman's soul and essence of who she was. She was just a really beautiful person that kind of came through in her smile, and in the way she was very authentic, and in the way she held her sons, and the camera just kind of captured the essence of her goodness. That is really what I see. Beauty is not a title. It's not not fame. It's not riches or how many jewels you have. It simply is. It's measured by who you are as a human being. And I saw that in one of my favorite royals, and she really wasn't a royal, but she was in every bit of a royal if you were to define royal in my definition, and it was Princess Grace. And her birthday happens to be November, I think it's 12th, and mine's the 13th, and then Charles is the 14th. Anyway, I'm right in between these two wonderful people. And actually, Charles isn't really wonderful. I don't really care for him that much. Anyway, I'm still kind of angry at you for cheating on your wife. But Princess Grace was every bit of a royal. When she was being interviewed before she had passed, they asked her a question on what would you most likely be remembered for? Being a great actress, your humanitarian kind of efforts, your title as a Princess Grace, all these different things that that they thought defined her to be great. And she said, simply, don't want to be remembered for any of that. I simply want to be remembered as being a good human being. And really that's what we really should strive to be is a good human being. If you look at the people with the most money, some of them are not good human beings. They simply are living this very lavish lifestyles off the destruction of humanity. A person that would come to my mind is maybe Mr. Rockefeller or Mr. Soros. So if you want to really define what I view as success, is not about our riches and how much fame we have. It's what we inside do for others without advertising and without putting it out there, but kind of humbly behind the scenes. I really don't think too much of some of our past leaders. They had the ability to impact people's lives and make a difference. I don't feel like they have, really. When you are trying to conquer the world and destroy other markets and at the expense of destroying our own country, it doesn't hardly merit you the title as a leader. It's more of a destroyer. I feel like if you really honestly are doing those things because you believe that they're the right things to do, that may make you a leader. But we have a lot of dark forces, opposing us in this global network, and not everybody's going to be a winner in this process. So sometimes you have to put your own country first. You have to kind of sweep the royal bloodlines aside and say, well, what would be the best for America? Not for England, not for Switzerland, not for Germany, but for American people. And right now I really feel like it's very refreshing that we have somebody in office who may not be a royal. He might be considered a royal pain in the ass, but he's a real human being. And that is what a leader is. And that's all I have to say. Thanks, and have a great day.